Where can you find all you've ever wanted to know about daytime's hottest hunks and devilish divas? Right here on Soap Dish Daily. Hi everyone, I'm Maureen Clayton.
And I'm David Sidoni. Soap Dish Daily is your all-access pass to the behind the scenes of daytime drama. We're going to give you the inside scoop on the stories, the characters, and the actors who play them.
Our goal is to keep you updated on the daily happenings behind the scenes and in front of the camera. And if you're new to the soap opera world, that's all right. Tune in with us and we'll give you a thorough education of current situations, characters, and backstories. The announcement of Sunset Beach being canceled was disappointing to the fans and the stars of the low-rated show. In our feature story today, we bring you the stars' reactions to the painful news.
It's a little sad. I mean, I'm going to miss the people. I mean, the cast and the crew, Sunset Beach, is unlike any other that I've ever worked with.
Emotions were a little mixed about the news, but the thing that stood out the most was the stars' positive attitudes towards the future.
So it's sad, it's really sad, and I think it could have been a great show if we were given the opportunity.
And I think it was expected with the way that NBC had kind of positioned themselves around passions and taken that road. But what can you say? I mean, it's been 3 years. It's been a great run. We God bless it. If someone would have told me 3 years ago that I was going to have a gig for 3 years as an actor, hey, I'll take it. You know.
To be honest, I feel all right actually. I mean, no, life for me is a sort of adventure, and I'm quite happy to move on to the next step.
Right.
I'm actually quite looking forward to it.
The entire cast will surely be missed, but with all that beauty and talent, they're sure to be seen working elsewhere real soon.
One day the sun will shine again on our Sunset Beach.
A character's family tree can become very confusing at times. Trying to figure out who's actually related to who and who's married to who can be challenging, especially if you're new to the show. So, to help you better understand the lineage of each family, each week we're going to choose one character and trace back their roots. Today's family tree focuses on Guiding Light's powerful Alan Spaulding. Alan Spaulding's the millionaire son of Brandon and Penelope Spaulding, brother to Alexandria and half-brother to Amanda and Victoria. He has two sons, Philip, who he adopted while he was married to his ex-wife Elizabeth, and his only biological son, Alan Michael. And the newest member of the Spaulding clan, his granddaughter Lizzie.
Have you ever wanted to sit down with your favorite soap opera celebrities and do your own personal interview? Now you can. We want to give you the chance to become a Soap Dish Daily correspondent for a day. Each month, based on your letter or email submission, we will choose a fan to have a sit-down lunch interview with their favorite daytime star. Your letter must include 3 sample questions and the reason for wanting to meet the celebrity. Find out more by logging onto our website at soapdishdaily.com. Good luck.
Thanks, Maureen. Now it's time for our alumni trivia question. Which one of these female daytime alumni was offered a role on the musical 80s TV show Fame, but turned it down for a small but career-launching feature film role? Was it Demi Moore, Meg Ryan, or Marissa Tomei? If you guessed Meg Ryan, you were right. While playing the original Betsy from As the World Turns, she impressed the producers of Fame so much they offered her a role in the show. But film producers Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer saw her talent too, and they knew that Meg was perfect to play the distraught wife of Goose in the blockbuster Top Gun. The decision to turn down Fame and take Top Gun helped Meg become the superstar that she is today.
Now it's time for your daily breakdown. Yesterday on Young and the Restless, Diane warns Brad about playing his hand with Nikki. But when Nikki defends Victor's statement about the possibility of having another child with her, Brad produces a letter from the lab. Meanwhile, Brock tells Billy that her father is real and that she finally feels strong enough to deal with his mother.
And on General Hospital, Mac informs Helena that she's the prime suspect in the murder of Catherine Bell. Roy and Bobby discuss the time he spent in prison. And a panicking Hannah tries to get Sonny and Jason to go to the penthouse and get away from the pier before the raid begins.
Over on Days of Our Lives, Eric, Sean, Bo, and John discuss relationships and first loves while playing around a basketball. This makes Eric wonder if his love for Greta is stronger than the love he ever had for Nicole. Then, at the hospital, Craig fears for his job when Mike returns to Salem. Meanwhile, Sammy eavesdrops on Carrie and Austin's plan for meeting that night.
And finally on Guiding Light, now that Max and Drew are siblings, Selena offers to act as his mother, and Max accepts. Then Drew asks Ross to give her brother a second chance. Later, Buzz asks a worried Reva to be honest with herself about her feeling towards Richard. Meanwhile, Richard rescues Cassie from the strip club. Phew. And finally, Pilar tells Ben that she doesn't want him. In fact, she hates him. But when Larman opens the door, she misinterprets this and shoots him.
To fans of NBC's Sunset Beach, Ricardo is a dedicated policeman with a little taste for revenge against his wife and brother for the affair they had. However, Hank Cheyenne, the man behind Ricardo, is completely different from the character he plays. Some Sunset Beach viewers might know that Hank has a law degree from UCLA. But we also found a passion of his that truly allows him to declare, "I'm not my character." Soap Dish Daily caught up with Hank at a recent showing of his unique artwork in LA, a talent he's been developing for a few years. We asked him to describe his original style to us.
I refer to it as primitive modernism, only because I feel that it's like primitive type of figures and intentions and emotions mixed with modern materials and psychology to it. So I'm really turned on with like the Native American kind of a spirit, and also with just like rock paintings and that kind of thing. I love that kind of stuff, and I love how the fact that it endures and it lives on past the people that are there that made it.
Aside from Hank's newly revealed talent, we wanted to know what he feels is the greatest difference between himself and his character.
Well, first he's a cop, okay? I don't think I would pass that test too easily, but I'm more this guy that wears a bandana and doesn't dress very well, and I just kind of hang out and I do my thing, and I'm probably the most opposite of being a cop that you could ever imagine.
Despite the differences between Hank and his character, the one thing that crosses over is the passion for his work.
And I needed like a reason to just get up in the morning.
One of our most exciting segments is our Character Spotlight. This is where we focus our spotlight on the character to find out what really makes them tick.
Keeping track of a character's motivations can be an overwhelming task, especially if the character has been on the show for a long period of time and/or is played by several different actors.
Our spotlight focus for today is on One Life to Live's Victoria. Now, hardcore fans of the show might know her as Victoria Lord Riley Burke Riley Buchanan Carpenter. But for today, I think we're just going to call her Vicky. Vicky's the daughter of Victor Lord. He's an overbearing father whose abuse causes Vicky to develop several different personalities that are going to haunt her as well as others around her throughout her life. Vicky's first love, Joe Riley, died in a car crash shortly after their wedding in 1969. 69? Maureen, we could be here a while.
That's right, Dave.
Well, Joe returned from the dead 2 years later, only after Vicky had finally found love again with Steve Burke. This caused Vicky to have to choose between the two men. After an accident where she slipped into a coma, then she had to make the choice, and she chose her true love, Joe.
Later, in 1975, Vicky gives birth to her son, Kevin. Then a year later, one of her personalities, Tori, kills her father, Victor. Soon after, Vicky takes the rap in the death of yet another man who she believes her personality, Tina, killed. She's later acquitted. About a year later, Joe dies right before she gives birth to little Joey.
A few years later, Vicky finally accepts the love of her one-time rival, Clint Buchanan. Together, they have a daughter named Jessica. But due to that pesky multiple personality thing she's got going on, they stray apart for a little while, but they come back to remarry again in 1986.
Later, she finds out that she was married as a teenager and had a daughter named Megan, which she had no recollection of. After being shot and paralyzed, Vicky and Clint break up. In 1992, Vicky gives her kidney to Megan in order to save her life, but Megan dies anyway. In 1994, Vicky begins a romance with Sloane Carpenter. Then, when her old nemesis, Dorian, reveals to her that her father had been sexually abusing her, all of Vicky's personalities come out to protect her, almost killing Jessica and Clint. After she recovered, Clint died of Hodgkin's disease, and she also found out that Todd Manning, the psycho, was her half-brother. Most recently, Vicky has been grieving over the death of their family friend, Gina.
All right, so let's see. The final tally on the character of Vicky. She has 6 husbands,
4 children,
1 attempt on her life,
3 comas,
1 stroke,
a trial for murder,
and 5 known personalities. Whew, good for you, Vicky. Keep it up. Today, in adding and soap-tracting, Y&R's Jennifer Garris will be leaving the show after 3 years to pursue a film and television career. while Days of Our Lives' Krista Allen Morit will soon be seen on the United Paramount Network. And Passion will be adding ex-Guiding Light star William B. Miller to their cast as Martin Fitzgerald.
We hope you enjoyed your time with us today.
So join us next time right here, each weekday for Soap Dish Daily.
See you then.
Bye-bye.